Hey everybody. How you doing? Why is it so hot? I'd like to, can you see the fans going like this? I'm Jim Curran, Dean of the Rollins School of Public Health. It's called name recognition. Everybody's heard of the Rollins School of Public Health. Do we have most of the guests? Why don't we have all of the soon-to-be graduates sit down? Now I can see the non-soon-to-be graduates. I'd like to, first of all, before we give any degrees away, we'd like to give a strong round of applause for all the upcoming graduates. One of my favorite things to do, since commencement is always the day. First of all, I want to tell you that this is the most casual commencement ceremony you will ever go to. I say that ahead of time because Dick Levinson and I have been doing this for a long time, and we occasionally screw up. And I want you to know we're doing it on purpose, just to make everybody feel relaxed. But the first thing is, yesterday was Mother's Day. So many of our students are mothers, but there are also many mothers visiting who are mothers of students and grandmothers of students and great-grandmothers of students. So could we have a round of applause for all of the mother traditions? Secondly, could all the mothers and the all the grandmothers and great-grandmothers in the audience please stand up? There was a real breakthrough in this ceremony about 7 or 8 years ago when I found out that the Rollins School of Public Health paid for these flowers. And once you pay for the flowers, you feel like they're yours, right? And you can do anything you want with them. And certainly you don't want to leave them here. So the best thing to do is to give them to the most deserving people. And to me, that's the mothers, not the mothers, the grandmothers and the great-grandmothers who've come here to visit. So when the ceremony's over, grandmothers and great-grandmothers come up and grab some flowers, okay? And take them back with you. And I may give a flower or two away my own, but the flowers are for the grandmothers and the great-grandmothers. This year we're going to award 548 master's degrees, either MPH or MSPH, and there are about 400 of you here marching and 7 or 8 who will be sitting fainted in the seats. This includes 24 dual degrees with medicine, business, nursing, physical therapy, physician assistant, theology, and PhD. And we awarded 36 PhD degrees, which is 13% of the PhD degrees at Emory University today at a separate ceremony. Our youngest student graduate today is 22, and the oldest is 60. Congratulations, especially to the 60-year-old. The 22-year-old is probably really smart. But let me tell you, the next 38 years doesn't make it any easier. 80% are women. And slightly less than the other 20% are men. You come from 38 states and 28 countries. Could all the people visiting from another country please stand up? Let's have a round of applause. You will join 9,500 alumni of Rollins School of Public Health working in all 50 states and 102 countries around the world And since we're a fairly new school, 99% of our alumni are alive and working. So you're liable to run into each other wherever you go, and you'll have a network of people to work with. We are very, very fortunate today to have as our speaker someone who got an honorary degree today at Emory, Mr. Bill Bowling. Bill is an amazing guy. He is the founder of the Atlanta Community Food Bank, and there's a wonderful picture, not too old, of him. A couple fewer gray hairs but in the magazine. It tells you all about him. He began in a faith-based community with a real commitment to work in the community and found that there were people who were suffering from hunger and began a small food bank, if you will, or food preparation process, operating with just a couple friends, and built it into one of the largest food banks and food preparations in the United States, and now works with partners in 34 countries throughout the world. To think that someone would be responsible for distributing 500 million meals to people in great need is something that's unbelievable for somebody who simply started off by identifying a need and putting things together. He serves on lots and lots of different national, local advisory boards, and he's sought out by politicians on both sides of the aisle to get them to help solve problems in the community, because it recognizes that food insecurity links to all sorts of other social demographic problems that are related to health and to well-being. He received many awards, including a Georgia Trend Magazine's 2012 Georgian of the Year Award, and he's in the Hall of Fame in Georgia for most influential people for that magazine. The Dan Sweat Award by Central Atlanta Progress, Foundation of Wesley Woods, which cares for the elderly, gave him a 2016 Heroes, Saints, and Legends Award. Probably had to wear a tuxedo for that. And the 2014 Distinguished Service Award from the Atlanta Business Chronicle. When President Stirk introduced him this morning to get his honorary doctorate of humane letters, she mentioned that he was a man who I wrote this down. Oh, he was a man who had the vision of a prophet and the savvy of a CEO. But he has the passion of somebody who's seeking social justice and is improving public health. So to me, he has the passion of a public health worker to go along with the vision of a prophet and the savvy of a CEO. Bill Bowling.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jim said we're going to do the social determinants on 95-degree heat at graduation. So if you guys could get to work on that. Thank you, Dean Curran, faculty, staff, parents, and most importantly, your graduates. Keep doing those fans. I'm between you and you getting your degree, so I'll be quick. In case they haven't said so, I want to speak for all the graduating students by saying thank you, Mom and Dad, husbands and wives, grandparents, uncles and aunts, children, friends, neighbors, the pizza delivery guy, everybody who has helped you get here. We are celebrating a great effort which required discipline, hard work, and personal challenge. Now, I'm not an alumnus of Rollins, and I don't have an MPH after my name, but I would say that my work over the last 40 years is the way I've understood it, and I think the most important framework is around health and public health. The work of public health of making things better in the world. It's very dear to me and my wife Hakika, who's here. Our daughter, couldn't get her to go to Rollins. She had to go to California, but she got her graduate degree in public health and works for the university there in health promotion. So let me say we're big fans and big supporters of public health. I've worked through the years feeding the hungry, housing the homeless, cutting waste, teaching nutrition and good health practices, providing safe and affordable housing, and more recently, I've started an organization called Foodwell Alliance to teach people how to grow food, how to process food, how to value food. And we know, and you know this very well in public health, what we eat really makes a difference. And having access to that food is key. I remember when I started my work, this is way back in 1975, downtown at St. Luke's Episcopal Church. They gave me the job of making soup. Now, I had been in the Air Force for 4 years and had served in Vietnam. I had 3 college degrees, including a graduate degree in counseling. And when I got in the kitchen and started making soup, I thought, this is it. This is what I've been prepared for all my life. This is when my parents got worried that this is what I was going to end up doing. But it was something that really captured me. Because at that point, I was 27, 28 years old and still trying to figure out what was I called to do. Called to make soup, called to ministry to the homeless, called to build relationships with people. But soon I realized that I needed to help other congregations and other people do that work. And that was the idea of the food bank back in the late 70s. So my success as a leader has been built around a core belief that life is sacred, all life, and that everyone has a role to play. One of the ways that I have accomplished that work is a part of a Rollins story. In the early days of the food bank, we decided we wanted to educate the community about hunger and food waste and the value of it. We thought, how do we do that? With the encouragement of Rollins, Catherine Graves, who's here, is the Associate Dean of Development and External Relations, and also a board member back then, encouraged me to come to Rollins and get help in writing a curriculum. We had the facts but didn't know how to do that. So we created Hunger 101. We're still using that curriculum today. Of course, we keep evolving and updating it. And it's been viraled out to over 200 food banks and to thousands of schools and teachers around the country. So just that fact alone, one of the things that Rollins has done is help us educate the world. Not a small thing, and I deeply appreciate it. You're getting ready to graduate today from one of the best public health schools in the country. Right? I'm going to get that out of the way. And you have the possibility, you and this school have the possibility of having the greatest impact on the health of the world. But I encourage you to think about graduation as a beginning and not an end. Now, I know you've been looking toward the end and you've studied hard to get here. But just like me, when I was getting close to 30 years old and still trying to figure out exactly where I belonged, I would encourage you to think about going out there and experimenting with what you've learned and figure out what you're called to do. You may be thinking, thank God I just got through school, I've got loans to pay off, I got loans to pay off, more loans to pay off, and all that's true. But there's something even bigger and more significant for you in your life. A favorite teacher of mine, the great theologian Howard Thurman, and I would encourage you to get to know Howard Thurman. He once said, "Don't ask what the world needs, ask what brings you alive, and do that, because that's what the world needs." So that question of what brings you alive and what you've discovered here at Emory and Rollins is a key question for you right now. Pay attention to your surroundings and who you surround yourself with. Talking about social determinants, who you surround yourself with is much more important than position or fame or money. And I can tell you that from experience. Don't be afraid to fail while trying to do something you believe in. You're always going to learn and be better for it. Never give up. Persistence and hard work will overcome everything. And do your interior work. Now, what I mean by that is really going deep, as I had to do, right? I had the experience. I had college degrees. I'd had a lot of learning. But I had to go to that place to really say, what am I going to do with this? And what is my purpose? Another favorite author of mine is Wendell Berry. He's an author and environmentalist who said, "We have lived the assumption that what is good for us would be good for the world. We have been wrong. We must change our life so that it is possible to live on the contrary assumption that what is good for the world would be good for us. And it requires that we make the effort to know the world and to learn what is good for it. We must learn to cooperate in its processes and yield to its limits." I really picked that quote out because I think in studying public health and the research, we know so much about our relationship with the environment in the world and how that's going to affect pandemics and health all over the world. It's as simple and as complex as creating and living by the values and honor of the golden rule found in every religious scripture. One of the great benefits of having time to study is that you know the world better, or at least part of the world that you're studying. You get a chance to challenge the status quo and develop our response to it. Most importantly, we have the support of the university community to develop all aspects of our being. As I began my work, I couldn't understand why we had hunger when there was plenty of food. We throw away in our country over 30% of what we grow and package. And yet we have hunger. While we had homelessness when there was plenty of shelter. While people didn't have access to health care when there were plenty of doctors and nurses and therapists and public health workers. While we had racism when we had so much in common as human beings. I couldn't understand why the haves kept getting more and the have-nots were getting less. And I still don't understand it or accept it. But I learned to be an entrepreneur, to engage the system, to create new models of cooperation and collaboration. My point is, don't shortchange the process. Ask and hang out with the hard questions. Challenge the status quo. As the poet E.E. Cummings said so well, it takes courage to become who you really are. So I suggest that graduating from college is both a great accomplishment and a milestone, and at the same time, just a small step in one's journey. Both things are true. In a time of less trust and civility, a growing disregard for science and the facts, a time when the word police is in the public health space, and a time of threats of pandemics around the world. Change will have to come from the bottom up and not the top down. We can see our policymakers don't have the courage today to connect the dots and to make the hard decisions and to make the investments for the long haul. Change will come from professionals like you. each of you, working collaboratively throughout the world and communicating what's possible if we only had the courage and the political will to act. You will figure out how to better incorporate technology in the workplace. You will create the intersectionality between different fields like city planning and health, or how we design communities for better health outcomes. You will create the consciousness, propose the policies, and advocate for the approach that values health promotion and prevention. You will demand equity and a commitment toward addressing health disparities. You will create the models and partnerships between the public and the private sector, including community-based nonprofits, just as the story I told you about the food bank. We need you. We desperately need you. We need your energy, your intelligence, your creativity, your youth, your optimism, and your questions. We particularly need your questions. We need you to be active citizens and to embrace our collective future. When you become parents, we need you at PTA meetings and youth soccer leagues. If you buy a home, we need you involved in the homeowners association, the neighborhood organization. When you build your careers, we need you to be moral force for fair and ethical practices. Everybody in with me so far? All right. In choosing to feed the hungry, house the homeless, and work for those who have had no voice, I've had to constantly adjust my thinking and my strategies. You guys challenge me to do that. I've had to work against the odds and against people who said, you can't do that. I had to learn to speak and understand many different languages. The language of business, of government, of academia, of the faith community, the language of social media and journalism, and most importantly, the language and culture of the community of the people I serve. And you're going to have to do the same. Now, you may have courses here. I did not when I was in college. A course in listening, a course in being with people, a course in being with people that may disagree with you. From the civil rights era, you know the story of Rosa Parks, the courageous civil rights leader, but you probably don't know the story about her husband Raymond, who convinced her to attend her first NAACP meeting. And she went to those meetings for 12 years before that fateful day on the bus in Montgomery. But who got Raymond Parks involved? And why did that person take the trouble to do so? And what experience shaped their outlook and forged their convictions? One day you're going to be that person. You're going to be that mentor and colleague to folks who are asking hard questions. If you ask Bill Foege, one of our heroes in public health field, he would tell you he didn't work alone, but stood on the shoulders of those who preceded him. If we ask Jimmy Carter, or Helen Abbey, or Margaret Merrill, or Mark Rosenberg, or even Michelle Obama, they would tell you the same story. The links to any chain of influence are too numerous and too complex to trace, but it helps to know that such chains exist and that we choose to join them, and that lasting change doesn't occur in their absence. A primary way to sustain hope, especially when actions seem to be too insignificant to amount to anything, is to see ourselves in that link, in that chain. So you're now going to be linked up and in that chain around the world. Finally, I want to encourage you to stay involved with Emory. in the Rollins School of Public Health. I'm not going to ask you to write a check yet. You're not even graduated. But I want to suggest that one of the ways you can stay involved is to contribute or come back to school or mentor another student or people that may be considering school that you consider that they would come here. Use your networks. Nurture your friendships that you have made. They can become invaluable assets in your personal and professional lives. In fact, you can't do this work alone. I have a colleague, Rob Johnson, with me today, and we worked together for 30 years, and he's still hanging out when I come and give a graduation speech, and when he leads something, I go with him. To have friends and colleagues in the work that will stick with you through the hard times is essential. Emory and the Rollins School of Public Health has played a major role in the revitalization of this city and of cities and health initiatives around the world. And it will play a more important role in the future. You will play that important role. Now, I know I'm talking big here, but don't think small. This is really the beginning of a much bigger life, a more significant life, a more purposeful life. And you have chosen the career in public health that I think everything else connects to. It's good to study a lot of different things, but it all comes back to health. So I'll close by wishing you a full life, a life that allows you to experience all the love, harmony, and beauty that you deserve. I wish for you a purposeful life, full of wonder and full of grace. Congratulations. Job well done. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, that makes me want to go into a career of service, doesn't it? Bill, that was terrific, and it reminds me that we're always, we have our lofty goals for social justice and our own particular area of interest, and we use the term political will all the time. And frankly, even when I use the term political will, I'm often thinking of the political will of the elected officials or agency heads or business leaders. And Bill reminds us that the most important political will is our own will to get things done. And Bill's career over 3.5 decades didn't wait until the political winds were going the right way, but rather he adjusted the sails, and then he defined how he was going to get done what had to get done. The hungry remained hungry no matter who was the mayor or the governor or the president or in charge of the various funding agencies. And that hunger and his own political will and that of his colleagues is what's driven him. So let's give you another round of applause. And of course, Bill, now that you've told us your original culinary background, we know what makes you so super. Anyway, each year a student is invited to make remarks on your behalf, and this year it's Tina Menza-Quao. She's one of the people on the stage. You may recognize her. She was born in Ghana, West Africa, as if she hadn't moved to New Jersey at a young age. Now, I know Tina quite well because she's been president of the student government, and there's nothing that she hasn't told me. So I'm sure that she has told all of you all of this stuff that I'm about to read. She got her bachelor's degree in neuroscience and global development at the University of Virginia with the highest honors. And after she completed her undergraduate studies, she worked for the Clinton Foundation and for Global Health Strategies in New York. Since coming to Rollins, she has served as class president for the 2018 class of the student government, was inducted into Omicron Delta Kappa and Delta Omega, received the 2018 Emory Global Health Case Competition Innovation Award, conducted a mixed method research study on women's mental health in Haiti, co-authored an article with Professor Janet Cummings on mental health, and received the Emory Residence Life Flourish Harris Graduate Award. After graduation, she hopes to pursue a career in health management and strategy consulting. But thankfully, she's had time to prepare remarks. Tina.
To the Rollins School of Public Health and to the class of 2018, I am honored to be able to speak with you today as we celebrate such a huge milestone. As I put on my cap and gown, I thought, thank God, I no longer have to read another RSGA email. Class of 2018, look to your left and look to your right. We made it. If we ever need a statistician, health educator, or an epidemiologist, we've got each other. But we also have our family and friends to support and encourage us along the way. My family's in the audience today, and I am proud to say that I am the first to get a master's degree. Like all of you, I had no choice but to strive towards excellence. Today is a day that I've imagined for years, except this heat. It's hotter than my summer practicum in Haiti. I vividly remember the back of a gray pickup truck with 7 others on our way to conduct interviews that took much longer than it should have, like Atlanta on 285. As we got out of the truck and struggled up the hill, our translator pointed out in the distance and smiled, saying, "Remember, beyond mountains, there are mountains." I stood there out of breath with sweaty brows under the Haitian sun, realizing that this path of public health will not be easy. We know that public health is not easy. We know the realities where some lack access to their most basic needs. We know the demand for better programs, policies, and people like us fighting to save lives, while too often those in positions of power are silent for fear of clashing ideologies, for fear of changing the status quo. We can't let that fear undermine our goal in public health to foster communities that allow all to thrive. In the midst of fear, let us carry hope. Layla Watson, an Aboriginal woman known for her activism, once said, "If you come here to help me, you're wasting your time. But if you come because your liberation is bound with mine, then let us work together." This message serves as our call to action, to listen, to build alliances, and to be thought leaders creatively solving problems as members of the global community. Rollins was tough, but life after Rollins may be tougher. We've learned through successes and struggles that at the least expected moments, situations will challenge us to our core. But it's then that we must hold true to our expectations of ourselves and our purpose. Remember first semester, that biostats exam? Now look, we're here at graduation. Today begins another story, and I challenge all of us to exceed our own expectations. This path we chose has many mountains, but beyond each is a community, a village, a person. So as newly minted masters of public health, let's move forth undaunted by the prospects of mountains beyond mountains, because beyond each mountain, there is hope. Thank you.
Best part of my job. So a number of students and faculty this year were honored with awards. They are listed in your program, but I want to acknowledge some of these award recipients. The Charles Hatcher Award, named after a previous vice president who hired me, is the faculty member in the Health Sciences Center who has given the most in their career for public health. And the recipient of this year was Associate Dean for Applied Public Health, Kathy Miner. So let's give her a round. The 2018 Heart of Emory Award is an award of highest honor provided to students who truly represent the best of what Emory has and will be. And the 2018 winner is Dr. Anna Newton Levinson. The Emory Women's Club Scholarship is presented each year to a continuing student who is home studying, we think, who is dedicated to improving the health of women. And are Rosalie Cooper and Lex Gilbert here? Let's give them a round of applause from the Emory Women's Club. And the winner of this is next year's student, Samantha Hubbard, who some of you may know. The Charles Shepard Award is presented to a student who authored the most outstanding thesis. And I had a chance to review the 10 finalists of the hundreds and hundreds of theses, and they were unbelievably good this year. Very, very good. The winner, Martha Wetzel. Is Martha Wetzel here? If she were here, she would stand and be recognized. And would all of those who were selected to present their thesis at the symposium please stand? All of you who are finalists. You really can learn a lot by visiting these thesis posters beforehand or going to the symposium. Students inducted into Delta Omega, the Public Health Honorary Society, are wearing stoles over their caps and gowns in recognition. With the students inducted into Delta Omega, please stand and be recognized. Everybody should have some Greek letters. That's good. Will all student government officers and departmental representatives please stand and be recognized for your contribution to the student? Tina, that's a lot of stuff to wear. Now the individual awards. The James Alley Award honors the memory of a longtime state health officer in Georgia and a friend of our school. And this year, the student has provided service to disadvantaged populations. The award this year goes to Wendy Avola. Unfortunately, Wendy couldn't be here because she had I think a family emergency that she's taking care of, but I think everything's going to be okay, but she can't make it. The Eugene Gangrosa Award honors the founder of our School of Public Health, an early leader, Dr. Jean Gangrosa. The award recognizes a student exhibiting creative approaches to problem solving and outstanding service in the international arena. Presenting the award is the Gangrosa Award Committee Chair, Dr. Deb McFarland.
Good afternoon, everyone. Keep fanning. Okay? It's the only hope we've got. Okay. Jim has told you what this award is all about. Let me just say that this year's winner is Brianna Woodnick. Is Brianna here? Brianna, while she makes her way to the stage. Let me tell you a little bit about Brianna. She conducted her field work in Kenya with Catholic Relief Services on integrated water, sanitation, hygiene, and nutrition, where she developed novel scales to assess behaviors related to hygiene, safe food preparation, and clean compounds. She led the collection of all the baseline data on this, and she's pretty amazing. Quoting one of her nominators, Brianna operated in a challenging setting with ease, adapting to shifting timelines, and building strong interpersonal relationships with partners in the field. Her positivity and communication with her data collection education team boosted their morale and inspired their dedication to her and the work. And others said that these same characteristics have been shown in Brianna's work with an innovative project on community and stakeholder engagement strategies that are ethically sound. And I had the opportunity to see that in action a couple of weekends ago. She has proven herself to be valuable far beyond her training and her years. She is simply an outstanding colleague, endlessly constructive, responsible, supportive, and good-natured. So I think you have an amazing career in global health, Brianna. We're delighted to offer and give you this award in honor and named by Dr. Gangarosa. Congratulations. Very welcome.
So congratulations, Brianna. The Tom Sellers Award. Tom Sellers honors another founder of our School of Public Health who passed away this past year. He was chair of the Department of Community Health in the School of Medicine. The award celebrates a faculty member who's a role model and mentor to others. Presenting the award this year is the committee chair, Looney Professor Viola Vaccarino.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real pleasure and an honor for me to announce the recipient of the 2018 Sellers Award, Dr. Kimberly Ariola. As highlighted in her nomination letter, Dr. Ariola exemplifies the spirit of the Sellers Award, including collegiality, and being a strong role model and mentor. I'm going just to tell you a few things about her. As a faculty member and DGS in the Beach Department, and more recently as part of the school administration, Dr. Ariola has been a very strong advocate of both students and faculty, and has worked very hard to make the school a better place. I'm going to give you a few examples. She led the school's strategic planning, and she's now leading the implementation of the plan. She has developed a school-wide mentoring and career development program for junior faculty. She has worked towards improving the status of research track faculty. And she has been very aggressive in supporting the recruitment of underrepresented minorities, both for faculty and students. In her many roles and activities, Dr. Ariola has been driven by an exemplary collegial spirit and the fact that she really deeply cares for others. She's clearly a role model to many of us, and she's highly deserving of this recognition. Congratulations, Dr. Ariola.
Wow, she's cool. The RSGA Professor of the Year Award and Staff Member of the Year Awards are elected by you guys, right? No messing around in the dean's office, changing the rules, nothing like that. The Staff Member of the Year Award this year is Ralph Valenzuela Jr. from Fulfillment Services. Ralph, take a bow here. Who says the staff doesn't count? The RSGA Professor of the Year Award is Dr. Michael Cowdle. Professor Cowdle was telling me before the thing that he always remembers everybody's name. Or something like that. So while we're at it, I'd like to have all of the faculty members stand up and all of the staff here kind of stick your head out. You're probably standing up working. So we can give a round of applause to all the faculty and staff at the school. So our last speaker before you get your diplomas is the introduction from the Emory Alumni Association President, Carmen Price, a 2012 graduate. She graduated in Vichy in 2012, and she works Senior Solutions Delivery Lead in Global Healthcare at Boston Scientific. Carmen Price.
Good afternoon, graduates. I have the esteemed honor of delivering an encouraging message to you on behalf of the Alumni Association in just 2 minutes. Don't worry, we'll be short. First, I want to say congratulations to the 2018 graduates of the Emory Rollins School of Public Health. You have achieved something great today and should be proud of what you have accomplished. You are joining an elite body of alumni who serve humanity around the world, and your service and leadership is more important now than ever. When I graduated from Rollins, I had mixed emotions. I was sad to leave such an amazing place behind, excited to start my career, and also slightly depressed because I had only 6 months of freedom before my loan repayment kicked in. My emotional saving grace was remembering that my MPH was so much more than a degree. It was the foundation I needed to serve the world. As you prepare to serve, remember to protect your peace, serve with passion, and remind yourself daily of your purpose. You will need to keep your peace when you face career and personal obstacles that seek to prevent you from being successful. You will need to serve with passion so that you can be a light and an example to others when the world gets dark. And finally, you will need to remind yourself daily of your purpose, because when you know your purpose, your passion will be sustained and you will always have peace. As you continue your purpose journey, remember that the Rollins Alumni Association is always available to you for support. Reach out to us so that we can keep each other motivated. Congrats to all of you. Welcome to the Rollins alumni family, and we will be calling you soon for your annual donation. Thank you, and God bless you all.
I tell you, I'm getting pumped up. I'm ready for another 40 years in public health. Now, the degrees come. Please hold your, this never works. I always say, please hold your applause, and then somebody comes up to you like on the stage and you go, ah! But I'm going to say it anyway. Please hold your applause until all the degrees are received. Hannah Nickel will read the names, and Dick will hand the diplomas to you or to me or something like that. And there will be a photographer this year taking photos of graduates over here, I guess? Over here. So you line up in alphabetical order. I learned that we have a mother-daughter graduate pair today. I don't know who they are, but their last name is Armstrong. Let's go for it.
Augustina Mensa Quao, who gave the remarks for the 2017 cohort and the carrier of the Master in Public Health Gonfalon. Stephen Quincy Sola, the Gonfalon carrier for the Master of Science in Public Health degree. The following candidates will receive their Master in Public Health. Haram Awadeljid Abdelmajid. Michael Ablan. Emily Renee Adams. Cole Adler. Roa Agad. Farah Ahmed. Rabab El Araji. Kalbeth Chika Ad Inaka La Ribe. Amy Elizabeth Allison. Aliyah Altaba. Reza Rufo Umeling. Chimora Amobi. Joanne Paradise Amposta. Emily Anand Passet. Catherine Mary Anderson. Courtney Alexis Andrews. Karen Andrea Armstrong. Chanel Alyssa Armstrong. Luisa Asari. Aditi Aurora. Corey Joseph Arozet. Ida Babazada. Naha Bachalaran. Rebecca Ballard. Camille Marie Barton. Hillary Barton. Poldivan Baskaran. David Bain. Satoya Beckless. Allison Bay. Mulugete Kifle Bekele. Daniel Lysandra Bell. Brian George Bataya. Arena Bergenfeld. Daniel Balcazar. Daniel Bertolino. Elizabeth Kristen Berwald. Ruchika Badnagar. Sonal Haris Bhatt. Zui Bingard. Jennifer Ann Bierhoff. Mano Bio. Amma Boachi. Christina Bollinger. Sarah Bonaparte. Nuha Bundawi. Rachel Alexandra Bowman. Sarah Grace Brister. Jamel Devon Brown. Michelle Elaine Brown. Bobby Lynn Bryant. Alexandra Rochelle Buck. Rachel Burris. Lauren Ann Buss. Erin Elizabeth Cahill. Laura Calderwood. Laura
She works in our
Calderwood.
office.
Anna Elizabeth Carson. Sean Philip Castillo. Michaela Caton. Binta Cisse. Christy Cabrito Camero Chadwell. Amanda Shaheen. Alexander Chang. Shin Fan Chang. Sicha Shantaprasapsuk. Tanawadi Chantian. Sana Charania. Ashka Chaudhry. Jelani Brandon Cheek. Dahao Chen. Gwen Jin Chen. Jun Yu Chen. Nemin Chen. Yen Cha Chen. Angela Chung. Caitlin Victoria Chang. Mukta Padmini Chilakumari. Nilofer Aisha Cholampat. Caitlin Clunan. Elizabeth Cobb. Lisa Cogdill. Claire Cole. Levon Cole. Matthew Malene Cole. Chantelet Collings Faulkner. Daniel Kari. Alexia Couture. Kristen Nicole Cohen. Kelsey Catherine Coy. Catherine Cushing. Vanessa Chilambo de Costa. Amru Dada. Ruth M. Dana. Gabriella H. DeAngelo. Michael Dwardy. Melissa Delgado. Claudia Dang. Sanam Donak. Christopher Salayan DeVore. David De Mitchell. Sarah Jane Dever. Liz Doe. Philip Dollard. Anna Royce Domaleski. Elia Elizabeth Dos Santos. Chang Shang Du. Derek Sore Dumbuya. Serena Durrani. Caleb Daniel Ebert. Shida Ibrahim Zadeh. Melissa Marie Echevarria. Lindsay Margaret Eckhouse. Faith Selena Edmonds. Ugochi Chinyere Eboguchi. Kayla Emmerich. Ogochukwu Ezenia. Shi Chen Fan. Michaela Farr. Daisy Fernandez. Seth Lawrence Foray. Natalie Ann Fields. Elizabeth Ann Flanagan. Monica Kathleen Fleming. Margaret Forshag. Megan Ray Franzek. Sierra Gaffney. Sasha Marie Gambra. Bonnie Gale. Pooja Gandhi. Zeal Gandhi. Tian Yu Gao. Andrew Garcia. Deanna Garcia. Simone Gates. Sarah Gelbard. Joseph Michael Girth. Danica Rose Gigger. Evan Alexander Glassberg. Kenneth Patrick Goffner. Marumita Govindu. Amy Kathleen Gregg. Jasmine Guilford. Yi Tong Guo. Daniel Hafiz. Reem Elamin Hamoda. Anika Hannon. Petra Katura Harvey. Noi Sankavalode Hawkins. Ying Nan Ho. Sarah Clark Henderson. Abigail Lee Henry. Kira Alexandra Hester. Megan Hicks. Jacob Honaki. Karim Hosni. Amanda Cecilia Howa. Kristen Elaine Howell. Xiao Wen Hu. Emilia Hughes. Bana Hussein. Mimi Huen. Maliha Khaled Ishaq. Maria Nasias Israel. Howie Atana. Michelle Marie Ivy. Nandita Mary Jacob. Chandani Jaggi. Mong Di Ja. Devin Johnson. Rakaya Simone Johnson. Sarah Ashley Jolly. Sophia Jung. Brandon Robert Karkovith. Kaylee Kavan. Hillary Kelly. Jasmine Kelly. Anam Khan. Claire Keeger. Chaejin Kim. Hunjin Cindy Kim. Katrina Kinane. Raven King Edwards. April Marie Klein. Raymond Coe. Amanda Lenore Kabakovich. Alexandra Cook. Stephanie Nicole Cott. Shreya Kotari. Alessandra Kovac. Julian Nicole Cubes. Carla Kumble. Tamara Lambert. Mindy Lee. John Lynn Lee. Jenny Jihei Lee. Jumani James Lee. Kyung Na Lee. Colleen Marie Leonard. Cameron Dean Lewis. Lindsay Lee. John Heng Lee. Mong Yi Lee. Giancarlo Licitra. Molly Leinebarger. Kaylin Ann Lingwall. Kevin Luttrell. Gertrude Elizabeth Loper. Abigail Lopez Rivera. Samantha Marie Lopez. Caitlin Loriton. Jenna Losh. Jasmine Lucas. Brittany Amanda Liu. To Lee. Catherine Lewis. Yini Lua. Erica Candace Lyles. Faith M. Lyles. Francesca Macaluso. Rebecca McKay. Elizabeth Ruth McRae. Bhavna Maduri. Malika Mahalingam. Josephine Chung Ming Mak. Shahida Q. Malay. Hannah Barbara Mandel. Kelly Elizabeth Manning. Margaret Kempton Master. Kara Marie Mathewson. Sarah Beth May Mathis. Rena Mathur. Therese Magdagnol. Zachary Matson. Simone Signora May Hairston. Allie Ray McClure. William Connor McFall. Benjamin Caleb McAfee. Jalicia M. Miller. Carter Dell McCormick. Brittany McDermott. Susie McGee. Sienna McGowan. Chelsea Marie Medina. Erin Gabrielle Melton. Isabeth Mendoza. Archana Menon. Beck Miller. Christopher Mills. Levi Mollering. Titi Pong Matkol Ratanika. Natasha Moore. Shamia Jocelyn Moore. Doris Kendi Mukangu. Tatiana Munoz. Mohammed Musa. Molly Nace. Pooja Nair. Shailesh Nair. Talia Nakash. Nidhi Narayan. Renuka Narayan. Saranit Nath. Stacy Wangare Gnana. Ozodima Yavan Nwanko. Temitayu Oyomi Obajuluwa. Elizabeth Odenaya. Kendrick Okafor. Robin Ozioma Omalara Okaiholom. Benjamin Scott Olivari. Brenda Anyango. Ogechi Opara. Jared Opelt. Nanado Padi Ajirakor. Shadasa O Sholemian. Adan Oviedo. Olivia Barrett Ruckert Page. Neha Patel. Palak Patel. Naomi Joy Patterson. Seth Mitchell Penley. Siobhan Nicolette Mulhall Perks. Megan Louise Peterson. Caitlin Nicole Piper. Rachel Erin Pitluck. Madeline Ruth Plaster. Alexandria Portelli. Ola Shani Prince. Johnny J. Proby. Megan Sharjoy Pringle. Nadia Elise Prod. Sarah Pylant. Kanya Rajagopalan. Ganesh Rajashekar. Tejos Ramalomu. Anas Ratani. Samantha Retzloff. Shelby Irenea Ree. Carly Summer Reines. Catherine Ann Rice. Clara Danielle Riddick. Ashley Rizzeri. Genevieve Rose Rizzo. Alexis Robinson. Jacob Daniel Rockenbach. Joanna Rosales de Oliveira. Leslie Wald Rose. Natasha Ross. Yasmani Sandridge. Luis Salazar. Allison Salinger. Christopher Sandy. Stephanie Eileen Santana. Luisa Fernanda Sarmiento Rodriguez. Sophia Sotar. Sarah Grace Sawyer. Diego Shaps. Danielle Scheinman. Grant Douglas Schleifer. Annie Elizabeth Scott. Nikki Williams Sebastian. Viju Sebastian. Mohammed Seed Ahmed. Samantha
We have a
Mary
husband and wife
Sefton.
team, the Sebastian.
Tanya Senavaratna. Shaza Shazarabi. Rajvi Shah. Salah Sheikh. Anna Shao. Rachel Emily Ann Shapiro. Anna Marie Sham. Megan Reeves Shea. Bayan Ali Shakeri. Sandeep Shali. Taisha Danielle Short. Christopher James Slota. Emily Rose Smith. Jillian Smith. Stephanie J. Smith. Hao Kan Song. Taylor Elaine Streeter. Penelope Strid. Joseph Cecil Stahl. Sandia Subramanian. Marie Sugihara. Juliana Geerling Swerin. Alyssa Paige Tamler. Sonia Tandon. Ro Yi Tang. Ellison Gray Taylor. Marissa Laurel Taylor. Catherine Michelle Tote. Lucas Trower. Merete Chokert. Abna Afra Chumezi. Carla Umanya. Stephen Wong. Olivia Marie Vaz. Erica Courtney Vyers. Deepthi Vijayan. Kara Vogelzang. Emily Waite. Jiang Wang. Mong Si Wan. Shu Wao. Cameron Warner. Emma Hohen Wah. Brendan Michael Weintraub. Wendy Wen. William Lee West. Amy Whitesell. Emily Caitlin Wiggins. Chelsea Simone Whitlock. Claire Elizabeth Williams. Laura Danielle Diamond Williams. Denede Williams. Melissa Williams. Wynette Jerline Williams. Brianna Caitlin Wadnick. Martha May Wright. Rui Zhou Wu. Guangdong Yang. Poppy Yu Ching Wang. Dong Ying Yu. Chong Ye. Ru Ye. Meredith Allison Yinger. Zi Man Yu. Masato Yoshihara. Angelica Young. Rachel Haley Zahn. Yue Zhong. Tianyi Zhou. Lilia Maria Exipola Silkowski. Reinija Soniga de la Cerda. The following candidates will receive their Master of Science in Public Health. Tavia Binger. Victoria Lee Bonacies. Nicholas Chase Brightwell. Lu Shao Chen. Yu Xing Chen. Karen Marie Errett. Angela N. Jaquento. Taylor Guidry. Courtney Elizabeth Hogue. Michael Raymond Husey. Yu Tong Jin. Maria Jolly. Claudia Sarah Landasabel. Mingru Leng. Katie Lynch. Eric Anthony Niote. Benjamin Neely. Patricia K. Palmer. Kevin Park. Brandon Lee Schneider. Jiawei Song. Maria Rose Tremorelli. Martha Wetzel. Yi Zhao Shi. Tian Yi Shu. Yongmu Daniel Yu. Yizhan Zhang. Yu Si Shang. Shi Wen Zhao. Allison Zinsley. Alyssa Wells Grabfield is a dual degree student. Kareem Lulani. Rachel Leff, also a dual degree student, MPH and Law. Congratulations.
So what do you guys think of Hannah Nicole's pronouncing 400 names? And Dr. Drews is a great marshal. I love giving away flowers. So congratulations to all the students, your family members, and significant others. Special thanks to Student Services, Career Services, and Fulfillment Services, and all the other staff who planned this event and tried to make it 80 degrees instead of 95. Let's give them a roll round of applause. When the graduates, when you guys leave, please proceed to the inside of the duckling. The crazy thing, the duckling, it's called the duckling, is the tent, nicer than ever place behind us here, where you get your real diplomas. And so that's the place to go. And of course, anybody else can wait here as long as you like. Please also, grandmothers and great-grandmothers, come and get your flowers, the ones that I haven't given away already. So please come and take them away. Let's give one last round of applause to the 2018 graduates.